in the most anticipated news story of the week. It's the biggest thing we were expecting this week. Literally nothing bigger. Erik Jones was announced that or Legacy Motor Club announced it technically, that Erik Jones had signed a contract extension. It's going to be a multi-year deal. Last week we talked about Daniel Suarez. His was only a one-year deal, but this is a multi-year deal. Let's look at the press release. Legacy Motor Club announced today that NASCAR Cup Series veteran Erik Jones has entered into a multi-year contract renewal. Jones will continue to pilot the coveted number 43 Legacy MC Toyota Camry XSE for the 2025 NASCAR season and beyond. Erik Jones has been the consistent cornerstone of Legacy Motor Club's driver lineup since Maury chose to enter NASCAR's highly competitive Cup division, said Cal Wells III, CEO of Legacy Motor Club. He's a proven champion that, surrounded with the right team powered by Toyota, can and will compete for race wins against the very best on any given Sunday. Having personally known Erik for close to 14 years, I feel blessed he's chosen to remain with the club, and I'm looking forward to winning races with him at the helm of the iconic number 43. Erik is one of the most talented drivers in NASCAR. I've had the chance to race against him and have had a chance to watch him drive for other teams and the club, said co-owner Jimmy Johnson. I admire his talent and am glad we will have him race for us for the upcoming years. Erik will be a key to helping us turn our program around, and we look forward to giving him the tools he needs to go out on Sundays and race for wins and eventually a championship someday. I'm looking forward to what we can build at Legacy Motor Club. I've been with the number 43 car for a handful of years and feel like I'm coming into some of the best years of my career. I'm hoping to grow alongside Legacy MC in the seasons to come, said Erik Jones. So yes, Erik Jones, there was a lot of questions about what he was going to do in 2025 and beyond. It was expected that this was going to be the outcome, and this ended up being the outcome. But there were some rumors out there that, initially when that 19 seat opened up, he was one of the names in the hat. Eventually, obviously, went to Chase Briscoe, but his name was in there. Toyota really likes Erik Jones. I know they let him go for a few years there when he was at Richard Petty Motorsports, which became Petty GMS, which is now Legacy Motor Club. And now that they're a Toyota team, they got him back, but Toyota seems to really like Erik Jones. They think very highly of him. And obviously before his Petty GMS, Richard Petty Motorsports stint, he was with Toyota. He was at Furniture Row in his rookie season. Remember that? That's a nice little fun fact for you. His rookie season, he was at Furniture Row. Then, of course, he made the jump to Joe Gibbs Racing, replacing Matt Kenseth, won 2 races in that 20 car. Got a win at Daytona in 2018, then won the 2019 Southern 500. And since then, he's picked up a win in that 43 car. 2022, I would say, has still been his best year to date. He picked up that win at the Southern 500. They were top 15 in points all year long, but because there were so many different winners in the regular season, they ultimately missed the playoffs. But as I said, they were top 15 in points all year long in a car that's usually 20th to 25th. The problem, though, and this is not really a Jones problem, this is a Legacy Petty GMS problem, they have regressed since that 2022 season. Erik Jones in that 2022 season had the win, had 3 top 5s and 13 top 10s. He's got 8 top 10s in a season and a half, more than a season and a half since that date. So obviously they've taken a big step back. The transition, leaving Chevy, and that was announced at the beginning of the season, so it was a lame duck season with Chevy. And then obviously this first year with Toyota, still figuring it out, and they don't have an alliance with Gibbs like 2311 does, so they're still figuring things out. They're still learning, but they do have that tier 1 status with Toyota. They do have a lot of access, but the growing pains are there. Legacy Motor Club is struggling, and to add on top of things, Erik Jones broke his back earlier in the season. He broke a vertebra. He was out for 2 races, I want to say, maybe 3. And we know what back injuries can do to these drivers. Denny Hamlin's talked about it before, how you may be cleared to race, but you're not quite 100%. And it's not necessarily like it still hurts, but you're not back into it, essentially. We saw it with Hamlin, Bowman, and Jones's 2024 it's been rough. He only has one top 10, but as I said, just nothing's gone right for him this year. With the mixture of the back injury, the growing pains with Toyota, I think Erik Jones is a very capable driver. I think this is a great move for both sides. It gives Erik Jones contract stability. It gives Erik Jones an opportunity with Dave Ellens, his crew chief, they've been together since he's joined the team, I'm pretty sure. They get to continue what they are building. And also for Legacy Motor Club, they've got a pretty solid driver. Erik Jones, as I said, he's won 3 races. He's won 2 crown jewel events. That's a very big deal. So I think this move ultimately makes sense for both sides. Jones is a good driver. Legacy Motor Club, they need a guy to lead the team for multiple years. John Hunter Nemechek is still young. He still doesn't have as much experience in the Cup Series. And if they eventually expand, then they eventually expand. But as for now, Erik Jones, Legacy Motor Club, it's all locked up. It's now official. As I said, there were rumors as to him going to other places, whether it was JGR, Spire, I don't know, somewhere else. But ultimately, Erik Jones has signed an extension with Legacy Motor Club for multiple years. That is a big emphasis. That is a big part of that press release, is that it is a multi-year deal, whether it's 2 years, 5 years. It's multi-year, so he doesn't have to worry about this next year. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments on Erik Jones extending with Legacy Motor Club. As for more NASCAR news, I don't know when it's dropping. It could be later today. It could be tomorrow. But whenever it drops, that penalty report is going to be spicy. It's going to be the spiciest penalty report we have seen in quite a while. We talked about it last night on the Monday after my predictions. That sounds weird, predicting a penalty report. But anyways, we'll talk about it whenever it comes out. Any other news that comes up, I will let you know. And also, Erik Jones' home race comes up this week at Michigan. So we got an Xfinity and a Cup race. I'm looking forward to it.